Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In the last video, we talked about the session cookies and we created some example and we examined the session cookie in that example. Now we will look into the persistent cookie. So persistent cookie will store the cookie value in the client browser that will live beyond the sessions. So it will live for a specific period of time, and in this video we will add some more section to our ASP.NET web form and examine the persistent cookie. So the expires properties of the cookie makes the browser to store the cookie in a float file for a specific period of time. Previously we used session cookie and we did not use the expire property, right? And that makes that cookie as a session cookie. This time we will use the expires property and we will see how the cookie becomes persistent. This property looks for time scale, and browser will keep the cookie alive for a specified period. Right? In this video, we will add a persistent cookie and compare that with the session cookie. So by the end of this video, you will come to know how the persistent cookie works. Alright, now let's go to the demo. So here we are inside our example. Let's split the screen. Right. So here we added some more set of controls. So these are the controls we added, and if you see, we added a label, then a text box and a button, right? Then we gave a break to start the controls in the next line. Then we added a button, label, right? So this time here we will enter a value for the persistent cookie and we will set that. Then we will read the persistent cookie value the same way what we did previously. Now we will save the content. We will go to design view and handle the set button click event. So again here we will use the response object and ask the browser to store the cookie. So previously the key is session cookie, right? This time we are giving persist. You can give any key here, right? It's up to you. This key is for session cookie. It is not like you have to give the session. It can be any value. The stuff you have to remember here is you are storing some value based on some key, right? So here we are storing the cookie and we call that cookie as persist, right? It can be anything. Say for example response dot cookies dot users preferred color, right? Here for example we are just giving the persist. The same way how we stored the session cookie, here we are storing the persistent cookie. This time we are using the expires property, right? Get or sets expiration date and time for the cookie, right? So it requires date and time. So what we are doing here, we are getting date time now. From there we are adding 2 hours. That means the cookie whatever you are creating here will live in the client browser for 2 hours. You can even set the date time, right, for next 5 days, or you can even give a specific date. right? Here it just tells when the cookie will expire on the client browser. So this way we make this cookie persistent cookie, so that the cookie will be available even beyond the browser session. Even if the client, if they closes the browser, or even if they restart the machine, the cookie will live for the specified amount of time or specified amount of days. So the same way we can read the cookie, right? Here we are reading the persistent cookie, request.cookies.count. If it is 0 or request.cookie.persist not equal to null, we are stating that a cookie not found. Otherwise, we will read the persist cookie information and display that in the browser. Now let's see how this cookie is living. Session cookie we already explored. We will go ahead with the persistent cookie. So here we are setting the cookie value, and if you see, you can read the cookie value. Again, whether it is session cookie or persistent cookie, the cookies are browser specific. Alright, here you see an example cookie is coming. Now let's close the browser session, right? It is still in debug mode. Let me open one more Edge browser, and when I click on get, you can see we can root the cookie, right? So even if I restart the machine, it will still work because the cookie will live for 2 hours, right? That's what we set here. After 2 hours, the cookie will expire and we will not get the value. So all subsequent requests, right, will get this cookie value once it is set. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.